Whatever you do, numbnuts, don't search for this term on Google. Got that?
Hi, thank you for your questions. I will give my best to give you the answers you expect.
He's the devil. He's the devil.
This abomination, cast her into the fire. Do it now. Now remember yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, when I talked about the bald-headed coot from Naughty Dog's Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet, how that game's going to be delayed infinitum. Well, guess what? I mentioned in a video that they used the character of Tess in a remastered version of The Last of Us Part 1 and turned her into an ugly old hag. And speaking of which, The Prince of Persia, Sands of Time, a 2003 classic from Ubisoft, back in the day when they were a great studio. Well, I didn't know this because, again, it's something that hasn't been talked about very much, but a remake from the ground up is already in progress. And you might think, oh, this could be good. They're going to go back to a time where we might get attractive characters again, and we might get a very exciting remake, and it could be something a lot of fans are looking forward to. Well, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, folks, but sadly that won't be happening today, and I can't wait to get into this video. But if you know already what to do, then I'll say no more, you schmooze. But happy Thanksgiving to my fellow Americans, even though I myself am not American. And without further ado, let's get on with today's video.
Watch this space.
The next half hour.
She brings you.
And courtesy of Wes Nemo TV, is he looking forward to the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake? Over to you, Wes.
Released by Ubisoft and Insider Gaming, how will the gameplay and presentation evolve, and when will we see the reveal? Could we see gameplay at the Game Awards? There is a lot to cover, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Insider Gaming released a brand new report today.
Interesting, because if you go to this article, Ubisoft have removed a video that Insider Gaming actually covered, but I've got that footage here for you folks, so fear not, rest assured we'll get through this today. But oh my god, what I'm about to show to you just further reinforces that Ubisoft are a dead video gaming company. Now, the sooner that Tencent can actually close this deal and own Ubisoft outright, the better things might progress. But right now, I don't know what the hell is wrong with Ubisoft. I don't know if there's blackmailing involved, because to go to this degree to actually destroy something that people like and modern audience it to the fact that nobody gives a fuck because there's no such thing as a modern audience. There are certainly modern tastes and perhaps maybe things being out of date and we remove them quietly to the side, but that's neither here or there, folks. But you have to see what I am talking about as a comparison. So this article here from, is it Insider Gaming? No, it's the Game Post. Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake leak shows early footage and major gameplay changes. What you're about to see here isn't the real deal, folks. They're just showing you images that might be made by AI or actually released officially by Ubisoft. But then again, I would not trust anything this company does at all. So look, there's the prince and there's Princess Farah back in the PS2 days. And I will say, look, the graphics are of the time, so we might laugh and mock at them very slightly, but Princess Farah's got a bit of cleavage on the show. And to be honest, if you want to do a comparison right here, the Prince of Persia is topless, bar the fact he's wearing a belt to cover some of his modesty. And that's not all, folks, to quote Bugs Bunny and Warner Brothers. So look at the top. Now, that's obviously a later iteration of another Prince of Persia title. I can't remember how many games there were in that series. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Prince of Persia going out on excursions with his grandma. No, I'm just kidding. This is actually the older version of Princess Farah. At least she looks like a woman, but she looks more like an old hag of a woman. Terrible. Yes, they've given her nice costume jewelry and a very strange hairdo. They're making her very realistic. And look, while I'm casting my eye of criticism over her design, I mean, what have they done to Prince of Persia himself? I mean, is he the Jake Gyllenhaal version?
Destiny, princess. How crass you stand.
But he just looks more like a black dude than a Persian dude of his title, right? He just looks ridiculous. Now, if that doesn't add fuel to the fire, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this. This will blow your mind. Have a look at that. This allegedly is a screenshot that was taken of a video that's now been pulled down by Ubisoft regarding the actual concept art of Princess Farah. Bear this in mind at this design and then take a look back at this. Zut allure! Merde! We cannot have this beautiful woman and a derrière in a video game. What will people think? We'll have to get her off and replace her with my grandma. I mean, obviously, should I say Mrs. Yves Guillemot isn't of Persian heritage, and neither was Jake Gyllenhaal when he starred in the 2010 Disney movie of the same video game franchise. Call me a sexist, call me a pig, I don't mind, I've heard it all before. But yeah, I would pay top dollar to play as this girl or play alongside of her in a remake of the Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. But I guess The Sands of Time literally is a title that means you ravage with age as you get older and older, as done to poor Princess Farah already. I believe this is a genuine design that a conceptual artist at Ubisoft came up with, and for some reason Yves Guillemot, being the bastardized gay lord that he is, who sucks up to and probably sucks off Jeff Keighley on the side, has looked at this and went, nope, this is too goonerific.
He was a traitor.
Take this.
I mean, damn, dude, Princess Farah, god damn.
I owe you thanks. But why did you invent such a fantastic story? Do you think me a child, that I would believe such nonsense?
Do you think Ubisoft will actually include this scene in the remake? I highly doubt it. It'll probably be removed or something else will happen in the process. But my goodness, isn't that a revelation, ladies and gentlemen? Ubisoft, you just made me laugh more and more and more. And I can't say I feel sorry for you in the slightest. But on that one, ladies and gentlemen, and I have to leave you with a bit of a somber reminder of what the Prince of Persia used to be like in terms of his gameplay, and not insulting its audience, because I guess that's what Ubisoft likes to do, right? They like to shoot down that people that, and they wonder why. Ubisoft wonders why nobody buys their video games or video games in general. Now, of course, we know that last part is absolutely untrue, because people have bought Clear Obscure, Expedition 33, Arc Raiders is doing big business, Battlefield 6 obviously has done incredible business. I did not know this was coming up, actually, so that is pretty saucy. Holy shit, wow. So, wow. Well, you know what? I'm just going to leave it on the Princess Farah right here. I don't know if this game gets any saucier or sexier, if you know what I mean. I think there's implied nudity in this game. Maybe I'm wrong about saying that, but I'm just going to keep that pause right here. But Ubisoft, you shot yourselves in the foot, and I don't feel sorry for you at all. You deserve so much ribbing and backlash for this, and I find it quite incredible that they might be revealing this at the GLAAD/Gay of the Year Awards, hosted by your favorite gay boy in the turnstiles, that is Jeff Keighley. And if they do show footage, honestly, it should be hilarious. I think if they do end up doing that, they might curate the footage and just show you something that looks palatable, but it won't be. If we've already seen the leaked conceptual art images of Farah as she was meant to look in the final cut of the game, and clearly we have her transformed or transitioned into a grandma or grandma man, then I guess there's nothing else to say. But if you're a shareholder at Ubisoft, sell off your stock and move somewhere else, like Iceland. And on that one, ladies and gentlemen, if you were me and if I were you, I would definitely see you seeing me seeing circles on my next video.
Oh, bullshit. You're talking bullshit.
Rolling down to Dallas, my wheels provide my palace. Off to New Orleans or who knows where. Places new and ladies too. I'm BJ McKay and this is my best friend Dan.